everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Wood Steel Hybrid Twisted Colossus. Twisted Colossus, built by RMC, Rocky Mountain Construction, is a dueling hybrid where two trains, one on the blue track and one on the green track, twist, turn, and fly under and over each other, and when this ride duels, it goes from great to stunning. Known as one of the best RMC hybrids out there, and one of the best coasters in California, holding incredible airtime moments and so many elements. Twisted Colossus is redone by RMC, but is based off the original Colossus. In the future, I will be making a video all about Colossus, so stay tuned for that. However, this review will work different than the other reviews for the reason that Twisted has two different tracks. I will go through and review the first track, the blue track, and then follow with the green track. Both tracks hold great kinds of elements and really work with each other. These two tracks make Twisted Colossus unique as one of the only two rides in the park with two lift hills, the other Gold Rusher, and secondly, the only RMC hybrid with two lift hills. In addition, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and if you enjoyed this content and my other content on this channel, please feel free to subscribe, and let's get into this review. First off, starting with the blue track, holding a grand total of 8 types of elements. This part, I will be covering all the blue elements, and then after finishing this part of the ride, I'll review all the green track elements. Right away, the ride begins with a turn out of the station leading into the bunny hills, a great way to build up to the lift hill. The bunny hills really add to the beginning of the ride. Instead of a long straightaway, RMC worked their magic and put in a small but cool little element that was the first of many twists. From here, you begin the first of 2 climbs to the peak of the 121-foot chain hill, and occasionally dueling with the train on the green track that already completed the blue track. Continuing on, you drop 128 feet at 80 degrees before completing a small speed hill, which off-ride looks to hold some awesome ejector airtime, but results in a lot less than you were ready for. Then back up the second hill and turning into the crazy high five element. Now, even though this ride is super smooth and never feels painfully rough, this part is most intense and a little rough. The reason for this is the high five element is when you get completely turned from upright to sideways, resulting in some serious sideways ejector airtime. After this is a bank turn and a drop into another speed hill, and as before, resulting in less airtime than I was ready for. Then doing a small camel hump hill under the green track's Top Gun stall, which results in some floater airtime. After this, you do the first of 2 inversions with the Unreal 0G roll. Every time I ride this part blows me away as you absolutely feel the weightlessness. Finally comes the last element of the blue track, with an awesome double up that results in some airtime. Nothing major, but still enjoyable, and finishing with a mini outward banked floater, which does give a strange sensation, the train going one way but you going in another. After completing the blue track, you do a bank turn beginning the green track, rising up 121 feet once again. The green track has some similar and some different types of elements, working with the blue track throughout the entire route. After the drop, you hit the first speed hill, and as on the blue, it is about the same amount of airtime. Then, after doing a bank turn, you do the other part of the high five. This part is a lot more intense than the blue track high five. The reason is that when you come up the hill into the bank, you get swung into the other direction and then back the opposite direction into the next drop. The most intense part of the ride, but the craziest part of the ride. Continuing on the drop, following the high five, the green does the only double down on the ride, and this part really feels out of control. From the already intense high five part that swung you from one side to the other side of your seat to a fast double down, which last time I rode, I really felt some ejector airtime on each drop of the element. Then, the best part in my opinion of the green track is the Top Gun stall, the second of the 2 inversions. In case you don't know what a Top Gun stall is, it's just like a 0G stall, which is like a barrel roll. However, the reason it counts as a Top Gun stall is it's on a dueling multi-track coaster. Also, it is named Top Gun stall because it mimics the maneuver performed in the movie Top Gun. Now, it isn't the same as the 0G roll on the blue track since that is a fast barrel roll. The Top Gun stall is designed to have the train hold at the center of the element, giving some great hang time before dropping back down. As you hold up there, you see the car below you, if it is dueling. Also, an interesting fact about this great element is when TC was built, it was the only coaster in the world to hold this element, Top Gun stall. And now, with West Coast Racers being open, the only 2 coasters to hold this element are in the same park. However, the green track isn't over yet, as after this, the green track follows up with a small camel hump hill that gets some good airtime, before finishing the ride with the last element other than the brake run, which is the second double up of the ride. After this, you hit the brake run, covering almost 4,000 feet of track and doing 15 elements. This ride absolutely blew me away the first time I rode it. When I first rode it, I was not really into roller coasters, but this is one of the rides that made me start to be fascinated with these scream machines. Next time I rode it, I was more into coasters and just realized how this ride filled such a huge gap in the Magic Mountain coaster lineup and in California. This ride holds the airtime, the elements, and really was the right addition for this park. When Colossus was retired, many speculated that nothing that good would be able to replace the king of wooden roller coasters. Well, Twisted Colossus came through and absolutely kept the legacy of Colossus living on. If you have never rode Twisted Colossus or are planning to come to Magic Mountain one day, you cannot miss this ride. Definitely holding something different than the other rides in this park, and in my opinion, the best ride currently in Magic Mountain. Not the highest, not the fastest, but the most full of elements and air. Lastly, when you come to the park, Twisted Colossus is located in the back right part of the park, in the Screampunk district. It's themed really well to the steampunk theme, and its neighbor coasters are Scream and Goliath. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have many more videos planned in the future and plan for them to get better as we go. Next time, or the first time you get to Magic Mountain, make sure to check out Twisted Colossus. You will not regret it. Anyways, have a nice day and stay safe.